So tonight I come in peace. I really am. You know, I'm tired of being a bad guy. I come in peace. But obviously, I'm not gonna promise that I'm not gonna get in trouble. Probably gonna get in trouble with a lot of people because trouble number one, we often think that spirituality and religion have to fight. Trouble number two, science and evolution are two different things. So we're gonna be talking about such things tonight. So you can relax. I'm not gonna be singling you out, telling you how much you shouldn't go to church. you know. Yeah, man. Let's see. Hey, Sinem Tembu. So roll up your stuff, get your wine, get your books, get your notes. You know what they say about writing things down, right? A pen is mightier than a sword. So I'm not necessarily saying that you should write what I'm saying, but maybe amongst what we're going to be talking about, there might be books that we're going to be talking about, like this one here. Tonight we're talking about this book extensively. I'll try to cover few religions, but I want you guys to choose which one should we start. I know we got Christianity, that's one of the religions. We got Buddhism, we got Hinduism, we got Judaism. Then we got Islam, of course, Christianity. So I want you guys to choose. Whoever that's going to be sticking around with us, I'm normally here until 6:30 or 7 o'clock. If you're sticking around, please let me know in the comment section which one do you want us to start with. The third thing that we're going to talk about is the question of morale. What is morale? Why do we behave the way how we behave? You know what I mean? So if you're here for the first time, you can follow the brother. If you're here to just get some information, please be mindful that you should not be believing me. I will urge and compel you that you should go get the books. And not only the books that I'm talking about, but start getting in the habit of reading. I know that you claim that you don't have time, but there's 4 hours that you normally use watching Uzalo. And unfortunately, we're sitting where we're sitting civilizationally, if there's such a word, because we've been eating second-hand information. And somehow, which is one of the things that we're going to talk about tonight, if I can remember, there's this story that goes around about the Anunnakis that came. It's a story about the Enlil and Enki. These are stories that are coming from the emerald tablets of Hermes or Thoth. A lot of people are starting getting into Hermetic texts. You start realizing there's something that they call a chakra, and you all of a sudden get excited. And for the people that are dark in color, they get to tell you that you have melanin and you think that you the shit. But you still don't understand that there's still some further development that has to be made. See us, Jesus, my Father. Kelly, Melly. So it will be very advantageous if we were to start getting the information firsthand. You do that by reading. You read books. What's my POV? Hey, I don't know what's that, Mr. White. Oh, Mr. White. Yay. Yes, I'm Jesse, eh? I'm Jesse. You probably into Breaking Bad. What am I even trying to ask? Motlati! Tamsanga Kumalo TK. Fifi joined. So this is then what we're going to be talking about tonight, in a sense that a lot of people are getting into the conscious community right now, learning about the chakras, learning about meditation, learning about the Kundalini. All of a sudden you get told that you are God. You know, these texts, they make you feel very good. You're like, we've been God. And it's one of the things that I've been saying, not because I thumb-sunked it, because I'm telling you it's the truth. And you know, Dr. Delbert Blair used to say, there is no truth until you decide what the truth is. I know I'm using a bit of a double statement, but if you can't catch on, it's fine. Yeah. If you can't catch on, go read George Orwell's book, 1984. That's the name of the book, George Orwell's book, 1984. Raymond Kutsur, Precious Pushy, 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 Push. Pushy Presh. Go read George Orwell's the book 1984. There's on the same hey Nona, on the same, by the same author, George Orwell, there's a book by the name of Animal Farm. You might probably know Animal Farm, but you're not well acquainted with one of his works, masterpieces, 1984. Woo! Get yourself that book. If you don't have it, let me know. If you're into reading, that is, then I can send you a copy. That's what we do here. So you knew, like the page. You hate me, like the page nonetheless. You know? Yeah, man. But all that I have for you guys is nothing but love. Not necessarily from me, but from you. Through me, to you. Quandro. Lerato, we're checking in the register here, you know. I got a list. Oh yeah, Shai is part of the people. So if you want to be part of the list, you can follow the brother. And if you're new into the so-called conscious community and you don't have an idea what the heck is happening, you know, because everybody keeps on coming. This one speaks about meditation. This one speaks about yoga. And this one speaks about the Akashic records. And you sit in there, you're thinking, what is this conscious community to begin with? Sit around. And in case I forget to mention anything, you can put it on a comment just to remind me. Right. So I'll take it that people have taken that I should start with Christianity. Oh yeah, you within. I see you. For people that just got here, we're going to be taking a lot from this book. It's the religion's book. We starting with Christianity. Hey, Tapelo T-Man, Karen, thank you for liking up the life. Lerado, yeah. So, while I'm getting to Christianity, which is what we're starting with tonight, I need to put a bit of a disclaimer to bring to peace the internal fight that a lot of people are having. The reason why a lot of people don't like being conscious or being woke is because it somehow makes them drift from their true selves. I mean, like if you grew up a Christian and somebody comes and tells you about meditation, it's probably something that you don't know. And they come and tell you, meditation, you see, it's a Sanskrit term that came from India. It came from Hinduism. But now you are a Christian and you're like, but I don't want to be a Hindu. You know? But I still want to do this meditation thing. But meditation keeps on sucking you, like changing you from your primal religion. So a lot of people tend not to give a fuck about this woke people. That's why Christians don't like speaking about spirituality, because spiritual people make it very complicated. You know? Hey, shit, they make it very complicated. Hey, Sean. Blessed Puta Star, Saint 5. Oh yeah, there goes Christianity. From the 1st century onwards, right? We're reading up from this book. So if you're new here, welcome. You get us tonight talking about religion. I come in peace tonight, you know. In peace in a sense that I want to show you guys that you don't necessarily have to be a Buddhist or you don't have to be a Hindu to be able to do meditation or to do yoga. You don't necessarily have to go to China or Japan. You don't have to join Confucianism. You don't have to join any form of ism to become you. So if you grew up under the Christian belt, which is what we're speaking about tonight, you have to do the work to find out, can your religion accommodate these things of meditation? Because I know that one of the things that probably have been holding you back with some of the exercises, amongst them meditation, it's the fact that you think it's Japanese. You know, you think every time when somebody speaks about meditation, you're like, oh, don't they go with their Japanese stuff or Chinese stuff or Indian stuff? It's not that. What we need to appreciate is all the religions, all the meditations and yogas, or whatever that you believe in, they are not the ultimate goal. But religion, like meditation, is just like a car getting you from point A to point B. So religions came to get us to be in communion with the truth. That is for you to touch your godhood. That's what a religion is, nothing but a tool. That's why we have so many. And none of them is better than any other. You know, this shit is all the same. You vibing with Jesus? Good. You vibing with Krishna? Good. Are you a Buddhist? Great. Are you a Protestant member? Good. Where do you go to church? Whether you do or you don't, it has nothing to do with the energy. We decided to fall in love with our religions. You know, and now we missed the whole point. Hey, Danielle. Welcome. I'm into this thing of coffee. Ooh, smell of coffee is very nice. User 672 Dumela. If you're new here and you kind of like want to kill time, join me. I debunk a lot of issues, not to be antithetical, but you know, to try to break a lot of spells, especially for the people that are newly acquainted into this conscious community. We think you being conscious is just about opening up the chakras. You know, being conscious has it has way more to do with the chakras. Chakras is nothing but part of it. I tell you what's the biggest job of you being enlightened. Forgiveness. Take it or leave it alone. You know, you think that because you're going to be enlightened, you're going to be like the Neo in the Matrix, you're going to bend a spoon. Spoon don't exist. You have to bend yourself. Hopefully, you guys are still around. Hey, Prashi! So, there are two or different ways of religions in one religion. I hope you guys are ready for, because we're starting up with Christianity, right? Prashi, we're speaking about God here, you know. One of the things about Christians, can you guys please stop thinking that God belongs to you? God does not belong to Christianity. Christians, they love this, you can speak about anything else, but not Jesus and God. Amen. Amen. There's a lot of growing that we're gonna need to do. But the truth is gonna be very painful, And often people that tell the truth, they tend to kill you for that. This is what they did to Plato when he was telling the allegory of a cave. I've been reading a lot of Greek. My head hurts. This is a nice book, The Pageant of Greece. Yeah. So, if you're new here, hey Prashik, you can follow the brother. Oh, one of the things that you need to do as well is, if you got some thing that you can help me to put the lights on, help the brother out. At least I'm not doing it like a church. I'm telling you straight. Pastors will be saying, you must give them your money, then they'll send it to God. Hey, with me, you give me your money, I'm going to use it. Because I'm operating from the premise that you are God and I'm God and all of us are God. Because we are the emanation of God, therefore thus, we are God. It's just that we're playing in a small chamber. We call it the body. This is me here. Hey, Linda. So let's start going to work. I'm going to go like that, right? I'm going to be reading from this book here. It's about Christianity from the 1st century CE. Now, I don't give a fuck. I don't even know what the CE is all about. But all that I'm picking up from this is, if you have to put the date to it, meaning it was not the beginning. That's how sometimes when you do the spiritual journey or the knowing yourself, you have to be very critical when you reason. Let's create. Hey, Gemma! Mpumi, don't be reading my script. Hey man, don't be reading my script. Why are you letting my cat out of the back? But hey, it's fine. You guys keep it rolling. Keep the comments rolling. And let's get out about it. Kids are going back to school, man, and I doubt that TikTok can pay the school fees. So, So yeah, you how do you donate or how do you assist with the channel? I came up with different ways now, because people are hurt from giving people their money, and now people don't want to give anymore. It's a very sensitive subject. So I decided that I'm going to make you guys money worth, in a sense of, we started up the classes. I'm starting on Monday. I'm going to be teaching about a lot of concepts. Oh, listen to me saying teaching, as if like I know what I'm talking about. Rather, I'm going to be sharing a lot of information about the books, techniques, things that you can use on a day-to-day basis, and expound extensively on matters that I don't touch off here or on here. So the classes are starting up on Monday. We're going to be hosting it on a WhatsApp platform. We have participants already. I think there's 15 of us as of now. So I'm going to be delivering 20 classes, an hour each. Spiritual attacks is going to be there. How do you open up your chakras is going to be there. How do you heal is going to be there, because healing is very important. A lot of people don't take healing do, but you have to understand that once you start accepting the fact that you are God, you're going to start communicating a lot with your heart. Like intuition, that's what they call it. And if your heart is still full of issues, a lot of unresolved issues, your heart is only going to reflect back things to you. So if your heart has not yet been healed and you're on a spiritual journey, here's a fuck up. It's going to keep on bouncing the bad energies back at you. You'll try to do this meditation thing, but you'll start seeing ghosts, and fear, it's going to be one of the driving forces. So I share in that class how do we get in contact with the heart, because the heart is one of the areas on your conscious journey that you're going to have to awaken. And the only way that to awaken your heart is to take away all the wrath, the hate, stinginess, judging, and this is how you start becoming God, because you awaken up energies in you, like the Greeks, they call it the Christo, the oil, the energy. This is how then you start becoming like Christ. I speak about it, becoming like Christ, because we speak about Christianity tonight, right? So I want to show you guys that a lot of what we call human beings, like Jesus, Moses, Isaac, Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego, Paul, these are nothing but principles that used to guide the civilization. It was not until, like they say here, the first CE, Christianity also came about. It was not until then when the process of anthropomorphizing started coming in place. What is to anthropomorphize? You take what was a figure of a principle, like when they say you are Christ. Becoming a Christ is you getting enlightened. What is enlightenment? Enlightenment is knowing yourself. And if you only getting on this journey of chakras, and everybody's talking about chakras lately. Hey man, I'm getting my chakras aligned, man. By the way, here's another way that you can work on your chakra work. Know the color of the chakras, then play along. I'll give you an example. Solar plexus is a color red, is a color yellow. Right? And this color, because your chakra, it's nothing but an energy center. This is the color that your solar plexus spews out if it's properly calibrated. It's yellow. Because the whole story about the chakras is knowing those things, You need to know where it is, you need to know the color, you need to know the name. If you want to mix it up with different mythologies, you can go with your Manipura, Manja, whatever that you want to call it. Basically what you're doing is you're trying to understand yourself. That's what enlightenment is all about. It's not this thing of you levitating and floating above the skies. A lot of people will be like, yeah, bro, I want to float in the skies. When you become enlightened, you float in the skies in your heart. Not anywhere else. So whoever that will be telling you about enlightenment is about, or what do you want to do? You want to do telekinesis. You want to move objects without touching them. Or what do you want to do? Do you want to be a clairvoyant? What's a clairvoyant? A clairvoyant is somebody that can be able to hear with a spiritual eye, or see with spiritual eyes, or the ear is a clairaudience. The clairvoyant is about the vision. So when you become clairvoyant after being enlightened, you might start seeing ghosts. It's part of the package, you know what I mean? You cannot have the clairvoyance and only see good stuff. Somehow you might see ghosts. Do you still want to get enlightened? You know? But Angela, I see you. Lebogang, thank you. So we're starting up with Christianity. I mentioned the Christo energy because you becoming like a Christ was more like you awakening a certain energy in you. They call it the Christo oil. But it later on, from first CE, I'm not lying to you, it's written here. Christianity from, first, I don't know, maybe is it according to this book, or does it mean that Christianity has started at this stage? Because before Christianity started, there were religions in place. A lot of people like thinking that Christianity is the end, the Alpha and the Omega. There are other religions beyond Christianity. A lot. Like a lot. Alone in Christianity, there are 12,950 subsectors, or you call them dominions or followings. 12,000 forms of Christianity. By the way, this is not any form of attack on Christianity. I'm taking the information from the book. Please go get it. I don't know where you are. Do they still have CNA? But us here in Free State, they since discontinued CNA, Their religions. So we're starting with Christianity. I'm here until 6:30, 7 o'clock. If you're waiting for the matric results and you can't settle, come, let's sit together, let's talk. If you got a child or somebody that you know that is waiting for their matric results, let's sit around here and talk about God, just to get you to forget. Hallelujah, amen. Mafaku dumela. And we're speaking about religions tonight. A little bit of history, a little bit of in-depth understanding of religions. What is a religion to start with? I was saying, this is where I was. Before Christianity came about, there were religions already intact. But the religions that were intact, they were a little bit different. In what way? Religions that existed, most of them, before Christianity came about, they didn't have the concept of having the mediator between you and God. So religions that were before Christianity, which were later on called the pagans, these were religions that strongly suggested that for you to be able to speak with the supernatural existence, you can do it by yourself. You don't need anybody to stand in between. But of course, there was a little bit of a fuck up there. Because, the niggas came about and they were like, oh, is that how it is? This is where you find the stories of Anunnakis, the reptilians. Because these and some of the stories are nothing but mythological stories. You don't necessarily have to believe anything that I'm saying, I put it out there and you decide what to do with it. Whether you agree or you don't, I don't even want to know. That's why on this platform, I don't fuck around with arguing. I don't give a damn, bruh, if you believe that weed can save you, sex can save you, uh, Jesus can save you, Krishna can save you. I don't care. Quite frankly, it's actually none of my business. I love you the same, whether you have a job or you don't have a job, which is a book of Job in the Bible. Pain. But I'm also not speaking down to my brothers and sisters who are getting their paper. I'll be very stupid if I was to say that, quit your job. You know, if you quit your job, you're going to end up being like me, asking for airtime and asking for donations and all the shit, you know. So you don't want to be like me. Hey, it's not right here. Vali, we see you. So on a concept of asking, that was a me asking in a, you know. Let's keep the lights on. So these are the myths, stories that are suggesting that us as human beings, we are bigger than what we think we are. Babu Credo Motwa in this book, Zulu Shaman, Dreams, Prophecies, and Mysteries. In this book, he speaks about the fact that we stars. I know you've heard about it, that you are a star, you know. Unless people have been talking trash about you for the longest of time. You know, you even forgot that you are a star. Let me just remind you, you are a star. Physically and spiritually. Chef Solo. The next retreat, I'd like to have a chef on board, eh? How do you, or who knows of a chef here? We're having the retreat by somewhere March, but now we're battling because now apparently the Easter, the Good Friday has now moved to the 29th of March. And last year was sometimes in April. By the way, Easter as well, as Christians know it, it has pagan written all over it. What's a pagan? Pagan is the name that were given to people that did not believe in Christianity. Pagan is known as spirituality or African religions. They were relegated to be called pagans. These are the religions that existed before Christianity came about. The same religions that believed that for you to be able to get in touch with God, you can do it by yourself. These are religions that some of the people in Christianity, they're known as Gnostics. Gnostics are the people that Christianity relegated them. Because the Gnostics were part of the people that were saying, you don't need an intermediary between you and God. But now, there were other people that were saying, a lot of people don't know that they are gods, so we're going to pretend that we are their gods. I don't think a lot of people are ready for the shit that is going down. Who's up to speed though, you know? Because we're still friends, right? I hope you guys don't hate my ass. Hey man, I depend on your guys' ass to pay my bills, yeah. Hey, pet dollar more. So I don't want to be having you enemies. I'm tired of enemies. Who's still on par? We speak in religion, by the way. So all of you guys are enemies. Fuck, I must have done a great job. Sibusiso, Maseti, I'll just greet the new people that are coming in because it seems like nobody wants to hang around with me. Nomfundo. Oh, let me read. Let me not get to the Gnostics part yet, because the Gnostics is the later part of the whole story. They call it the gnosis, the self-knowledge. Now let's read a little bit of a calendar, or the lineup about how Christianity came about, right? I'll hold it up like this so that whoever that's coming in through can be able to have an access as to what book am I reading from. I'm reading from this book here. Jesus is born in Roman Judea. He is believed by the Christians to be the Son of God, born to the Virgin Mary. This is about 4th BCE. This is a lineage of Christianity. Before I can get deep into it, I just want to read a bit of a lineage. By the way, if I feel like I'm not stopping on some of the issues, I'm doing these videos as well for YouTube. So that, if you miss it, you can find it on YouTube. You new on my YouTube, hit the subscribe button. You here on TikTok, hit the follow button. And gift, you can subscribe to the channel as well. Sign up for the classes that we're starting on Monday. 50 Rand a pop. Give you an hour about techniques for you guys that things are being bewitched. For people that think are being spiritually attacked or bewitched, come, let's talk about it. The shit has nothing to do with anything but your mind. It's all in your mind, Neo. Bend yourself, not the spoon. Hey, Corina Coco. So I'm reading from this, right? Now, Jesus is baptized by John the Baptist and his ministry begins. This is now 26th century CE. We move now to 30 to 36 BC or CE. Jesus is crucified by Judea's Roman rulers. Jesus is born in Rome. Jesus is crucified in Rome. Christians believe that he rises again 3 days later and ascends to heaven. Nice story, yeah? There's more. Oh no, I'm gonna be in trouble after this. Religions, I'm gonna be in trouble, but I'm prepared, it's fine. Hey, Lerato, you wanna go down with me? Sure, cool. Thank you for sharing the live. And Corina Coco. Mamo say Dumela. We're reading the lineage of Christianity here. Oh, so by the way, here's a new plug, I'll plug your asses out here. If you alternatively want to gift off the platform, and I say thank you very much to the people that are continually doing this shit, man, because it must be a very bore looking at one guy, this guy every night saying the same thing, but you're still complying anyway. So to you guys, kudos. I say thank you very much. If you want to be mentioned, send me a WhatsApp so that I can send a shout out. Send a shout out on people that are gifted to the platform. But if your ego is not about that, it's fine. I thank you, by the way, tremendously. A lot of people that have been assisting me on this channel, they are in this new class that we're starting next week. I put all of them there. And if you want to be part of that WhatsApp group, I can't see anybody, just now you'll be like, why are you leaving us behind when you're going to talk about such things? I'm not leaving you guys behind. If you want to be part of it, please let me know. Send me a WhatsApp. I will put you in a WhatsApp group. It's $50 a pop. Don't register first, it's like a school. And I know you guys just spend all your money on uniform and stuff, and I come with headaches. I'll be like, oh, city, so please stop it. So you register $50 a pop. You can pay it anyhow. Some people paid with airtime. Some people paid with cash. And if you know that in the past you've done something, please let me know so that I can put you in that class as well. Because this is a form of me giving back. The reason why I'm coming up with the class is because a lot of us have been talking about healing now for very long, Yeah, we're healing, we're healing. But healing is number one step. Or I'd say it's a first step. You have to now start ascending, right? Remember, when you heal, you become a different person. Now, when you become a different person, there's now a tremendous amount of energy in you. Now, this energy needs to be used. How do you use the energy? That's what we're talking about in that class. But I don't want to be taking everybody, because I wanted to do it in just a book club WhatsApp group. But I thought, there's a lot of people that I just took coffee after 6 months. Hey, how did it make you feel? Why did you decide to take it after so long? Were you fasting from it? Hey, interesting comment. I like it. Let's keep it rolling like that, because we're being guided by the ether now, the energy, we're a bunch of people who are still learning that we're not useless, we're useful. Rebelloni! So you sign up for the class, we talk about that, it's 50 a pop. I use different platforms of payment. And I know you're probably thinking that I'm one of the new ages. Oh damn, I wish I was, I don't sell any form of healing. I don't sell any form of belief. My system is money back guarantee. You pay me, and the trick is you do the healing yourself. I ran out of tea, so I had it for the visitors, but I'm not feeling guilty. I won't be addicted to like that. Oh, gift card. Yeah, gift card as well, before. Oh, that's how it is. It's always nice to try new things, If you never used to love sex, start loving sex. If you used to be a church girl, become a hoe, Yeah. It's like you become Miley Cyrus, You celibate. Woo! How does it work? How is it going? Being a celibate, though, it has a lot to do with Christianity. There's a scripture in the Bible that says, "My child, don't squander the seed." All that means is your sexual fluids, if they're not squandered, they tend to build up. Literally, it translates to you having sex with yourself. Right? Hey, woohoo! Are you there now? Yeah, man. I laugh like this because it's not every day that you meet people that are truthful about themselves, like witches, By the way, being a witch is also a form of kind of type of religion, but on a mythical side. It's like the law of attraction. Being a witch is somebody that manipulates the energy. Magic is law of attraction. Everything is energy. Remember that. If you can remember that, you'll be safe. Everything is energy. TikTok is energy. Energy. You energy. Crystals, energy. Money that I'm telling you guys about is energy. So everything is energy. Emotions, energy. This picture behind me, energy. So the moment when you start looking at it like that, this is what Nikola Tesla was saying. He said that start thinking about the world in terms of energy, and you'll be saved from a lot of troubles. Now, you're thinking there, I'm speaking from my thumb, or speaking from nowhere when I tell you that religion is nothing but a gimmick. I'm speaking from the form of energy. belief is energy. You think Krishna is saving you because you think Krishna is saving you. Scientifically, they call it the placebo effect. You feel good on this TikTok because you think it's me. It's not me. You decided to alchemize it in your brain to say, fuck it, I'm done with this human stuff. I'm time now, or I'm getting ready to become God. And all of a sudden you bump across this channel, somebody that speaks about God is a woman and she's black. It's like a delicacy to you. It's not me, it's you doing it to yourself. You just vibrate. Hey man, it's either you do it or you don't. You know, so I don't even remember where I was. Let's read on. We just finished up about Christians believing that Jesus rises again in 3 days, right? To later ascend to heaven. That's where we are. Now we're going to the period between 44 and 68 CE. I'll find out what these CEs mean. I'll come with it tomorrow. I don't have time now. If anybody knows about it, please let. Can you imagine they told us that they celebrate last summer's good time? Hey man. Hey, you voodoo child, you such a bad child. You know, you're such a bad child. By the way, we'll speak about voodoo one day as well. Voodoo, it's an amalgamation of Catholic and pagan. They did exactly what Bonkgono ba rona ka kereke ya Sephiri did. Who knows the secret church here? And not these ones that I knew. Back in the days, you remember back in the location, you used to have those houses. Which makes you a genius. I'm retaining my... Hey! They speak of... Hey, no, Musa, they speak about it here. Think and Grow Rich. Probably read this book, but if you read it, you're going to look at it a bit differently. The chapter is, the title of the chapter is The Mystery of Sexual Transmutation. The mystery of sex. And now you realize that, wait a minute. You're like, wait a minute. Oh yeah, back to the church. We'll get to the sex. But I never see you, right? Listen, let's read on. All but one of the apostles, John, is martyred. When you get martyred, you die for the cause. So they say. You believed in this fictitious figure that you are willing to die for it. And the figure can be anything. Some people kill in the name of God because they believe and are convicted that they're doing the right thing. And remember, another man's God, it's another man's devil. It's a very thin line, you know. But let me not corrupt the talk further. Yeah, I think it's Religion 101, but this one is the religion's book. It could be Religion 101, so yeah. Now, as we go on now, we're advancing through the times. 313 CE, the Roman Emperor Constantine issues the Edict of Milan, allowing the Christian faith to be freely practiced. Now, hold the fucking minute here. Wait. Now, what do you do about it? Educate us, please. Being searching for information. Yeah, we'll speak about it. We're going to speak about it. Or should we speak about sex and post-religion a bit? You guys decide. You guys are lining up as if like you came here to buy some candy, you know. But that's how knowledge can be, you know. I love the people that are seeking the knowledge because I'm sharing this knowledge here. I got it as a result of seeking for it. Somehow we get so obsessed and obsessed with the knowledge that we get stuck. The church is first. Okay, all right. Back to church. Wait, I'll have to get I was not prepared actually for this, but since well we have it, let's go. Mphatlalatani, dumela. Yeah. The book should be very close. Don't worry. Don't worry. Keep on liking the page in the meantime. If you love it. By the way, this is not only for Christians. If you are a freak as well, you welcome. Witchcraft. Hey, Emma. Hey man, Emma, don't put it like that. People will be scared. I happen to find this book close to this one as well. Get yourself this book, Macbeth, when you're speaking about witchcraft. There are 3 witches in this book. Read about them. Let me give you a little bit about story about Rome, so you can get up to speed. Pope John Paul II, Daily Meditations. So, will you sleep after? Man, it depends what kind of goes after your ass. By the way, if then I've happened to have relinquished your doubt because you're probably sitting and thinking, I'm not going to be giving this nigga my money. He probably doesn't know what he's talking about. If I've debunked that, don't forget about sending that money. I need to buy wine. True story though, but I'm saying it in a way that I'm not lying to you like a pastor saying that I'm sending your money to God. No, I'm not. I'm gonna eat it. I use Capitate, by the way. So, give you a little bit history about Rome. I'm reading this book here. I'm pausing a little bit because of this lineage. This is how the book is structured. To show you that this is not a fluke. This is a book. This is public domain. There's no conspiracy here. I don't have time for that. And I'm only on the first page. We're getting the shit straight. The Roman Emperor Constantine issues the Edict of Milan, allowing the Christian faith to be freely practiced. Wait a minute, we thought that, or we still think that Rome gave us Christianity, right? Of course they did. But what this book says, around 360 or 313 CE, Christianity was not practiced in Rome. Rome killed Christians in large numbers. But 313 CE, Christianity was allowed to be freely practiced in Rome by the instruction of Constantine, the brother. Who has ever heard of Constantine here? But because I'm also doing this for YouTube, let me not waste time and keep on moving, because a lot of people here are not interactive. You guys are making me as if like in Nasterini here, keep on rolling, bro, keep on rolling, keep it rolling. Zwash! I'm only keeping it rolling because I'm putting these things on YouTube as well. So yeah, I'm gonna put last night's one and tonight's one, this one. So if you got somewhere to drive, or you got something to do that is a bit pressing, or you want to go take a shit, take the phone along. But in case you got something that is very pressing that you can't really avoid, it's fine. You can skimp this. You'll find it on YouTube. We're having a little bit of mlindelo tonight because matric results are coming. So hardly none of us are gonna sleep tonight, eh? That's why we're having fun. Kiara Page. Zwesh, welcome. Rome. Back to Rome. If there's anything that you know about Rome, is that Rome is very malevolent in killing. And these are not my words, by the way. You find it in books like this. I want to give you guys enough books so that you don't say, there's conspiracy theory, and now here he comes and he asks us for money, Yeah. If you know, you know. If you have to be convinced it's gonna be a problem, you're probably not the target market. There's a book about the Renaissance period. The Renaissance period. Oh, here's another book. Yesterday I didn't. When is the camp retreat gonna? We're battling now with the 29th of March. It turns out it's Easter holiday. There goes again, Christianity holding us hostage. Here's a book that I spoke about yesterday when I was speaking about you being a true Christ or God. This is a book by Christopher Hope. The name of the book is A Black Swan. Nice to have. When you read about the swan, you will know that the swan is that bird that does whatever. It does a lot of things. But yeah. The book that I'm looking for, it's called The Renaissance Period. This book speaks about back in the days where Roman Catholic, or Rome in particular, after they adopted Christianity, because Christianity was not theirs in the first place. Wait a minute. We know the story. Your words ain't gonna lie to us no more. Christianity were the subsequential proponents of what was existing way before the hand. If that does not find a place in you, make room. We are learning on this platform here. And sometimes the shit can be cold, be like. So, if then they speak about God, who have they been talking about? Yeah, man. When they speak about God, they be talking about you. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ding, 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 ding. This is the book. It's The Renaissance Period by Neil Grant. In here, this nigga details it all, man. The Renaissance in Italy. What's a Renaissance period? Who's Lorenzo Medici? Who's Leonardo da Vinci? Who's Caesar Borgia? Who is Machiavelli? The Prince. Don't fuck around with Machiavelli, bro. Get his book, The Prince. That is if you can understand it. Because I don't. The great artist Michelangelo. This is the guy that gave us the Last Supper. How did he come about it? The City of Popes, the scientists Vasilius and Copernicus, the explorers, the Renaissance in Europe. What's the Renaissance period? The Renaissance period is when people started rebelling against what the church has been saying. You can say now we're going through the Renaissance period of some sort. And if this is too deep for you, that's why I started up with classes, because a lot of people just want to learn about cleaning the chakras, and cleaning the chakras is part of it. But you got to advance the shit now, and take it a step further. Let's go ahead. So Christianity was, let's go. Then in 325 CE, the Nicene Creed is established at the Council of Nicaea. and later ratified as the universal creed of the church. This is public domain, no conspiracy theorist. We don't do it like that here. We want proof, my brother. The proof is in a pudding. Or is it a pudding? Hey, I want to so to rata un kas khoa sena. A go utlwe fela ntse se nketsa. So, want to be part of the class? Let the brother know. Send me a WhatsApp so that when you batch me, it can go towards your class. You can do it anyhow. Tonight, because we're having a bit of a stay out, I'd like to have it in a cash form. You know, here I am being such a classified beggar. Here I am, I'm begging, but I'm setting up the terms. Somehow that's how we need to be as people. We need to believe in our shit so much that we get caught in our own fantasy. Fantasy, after all, is how you create your reality. Albert Einstein said that imagination is 1,000 times greater than your thoughts. You think you're clever, right? You got degrees. Try imagination. I've imagined myself speaking about the brain. Let me show you something. I want to show you guys a story, right? I've always been waiting for a time like this. We'll get back to religion. I'm here until 7 o'clock, so don't worry. I showed a lot of people this yesterday. I don't think you guys got it. But let me say it again. This is the diary. John C. Maxwell, 2018 diary. I have some of the diaries as far back as 2014 when I started with this crap. I used to write here every day. Every day. Every day. You see, it's written pretty much every day. Every day. This is 2018 though. Every day. I'll read to you what I used to write. Don't laugh at me, you know. This is how my day will start. This is March the 19th, the Monday for me. It will start like this. Love, compassion, gratitude. I allow myself to be happy all the time. This is me now in my worst positions, trying to speak about shit that don't exist. You know, I'm sitting there, I'm thinking, there's nothing that I can do about this. But let me try this thing out. Imagination will take you everywhere. Logic. Ooh, 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 ooh. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, Simzoza. So this is what I used to say. I'm the leading public speaker about the brain in the world, right? Now, when I was writing these things, it doesn't necessarily mean that all the shit was together. The shit was actually broken apart, even right now. Why I'm trying to quote these things for you guys is sometimes when you're going through something, especially when you're doing the first part. Hey, Simza! We're here tonight, we're speaking about religions, you know. And if you like it, you can join in. This goes for everybody that is here. One of the things here, I'm not promoting any form of religion. I grew up a Christian. My sister will tell you. Our grandmother was a staunch Christian. But she was a mystic of some sort as well, you know. Because she knew that all of us are great at some stage. This is how God is looking at you as God's child. Sometimes, you know, and some of the habits are coming up that you can't even understand. You know. But nonetheless, it's fine. Let's go ahead before I start becoming all brotherish. Nice to see you, Sime. This is going to be very deep. You probably don't need to be here. You know. So, yeah. The Nicene Creed is a... Oh, let's go ahead. 380 CE. This is how it goes. Christianity becomes the official religion of the Roman Empire. Converts, including Augustine of Hippo. Now, yeah, you know how it is. You know, we never share the same place. Yeah, we never share the same place. So, this is how, unless if you stay here, you know, because I'm busy bothering people here, asking them to send me money. Unless if you stay here, you'll be part of the people that are bothered by myself. You know. But I tell you why I'm trying to make this thing as fun as possible. The teachings of you trying to heal yourself or you trying to become something else or even trying to become a religious person or get in touch of your divinity, the key about it is a lot of us are taking it way too seriously. When you see me laughing about situations that I talk about, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're fun. But there's a science behind the laughter. There's a science behind the fun. Here's a science. When you have stress in your body, you get sick. And the stress in your body, sometimes it's caused by your current situation. Your situation might not change. Hardly. The person that has to change is yourself. So when you laugh at the situation, you're not saying that the situation does not exist. You're making it a bit light so that you can get to deal with it. On this platform, we're dealing with very highly emotionally charged issues and we make it fun. I mean, like issues like you don't need somebody to get you to talk to God. You can talk to God without an intermediary. You can't handle that. You know? So I try to break it down, make it fun, irritate you a little bit by grieving your ego, testing whether are you still in a period of being stingy. And when I say stingy, it goes both ways. You get stingy with money, you also get stingy with good stuff. Because when you love somebody, or when you forgive yourself, because this shit takes long, man. Oh, it takes so long that it's tiring. Oh. And every time when you speak about it, it sounds pretty much the same, you know. Which has led me to say, instead of us changing the world, let's change ourselves. That's why I laugh about it a lot. Because if I were to be serious, nobody would even join this platform. Because things that will be said, they will be so disastrous that... I mean, like, take this one for an example. Take this one. I don't know where you're going to put it, but find a place to put it. God is a woman and she's black. Imagine if we had to do that on a serious face. Your brain will get blown out of your head. You'll be like, oh no. You know, you'll be like, now you're taking me back to the future. Did you guys just hear what I just said? If I was to be serious about this, I'll be taking you back to the future. Think about that statement. I'm going to get some tea, right? It's a bit chilly where I am. So, while I'm away, do the right thing. Sign up for the class. If you just want to give me in jail without the class, it's fine still. But yeah, let's go. Enjoy the setup in the meantime as we put it together. Right, we're still here. Uh, Getting on the light already because it's gonna be a little bit dark. Yeah. You see, your guys' money goes to things like this, you know. You light up. And then he was back, more lazier than he left. Yeah. Let's go to work, Barnabas. Let's go to work. Who's here? Hey, polite, shopuzut. Don't be quiet, guys. Yeah, tell them. No, that's the thing. You start speaking about money, niggas start running after, running, running from your ass. You know. And I don't blame people, you know, particularly when it comes to money. The reason being, a lot has been done. Hey, who's that now? Why did I pull you out, polite? You see now all these chains now, they want to go out. Must pull me. I don't normally like having them on like this because a lot of people, you know, that's why I had to chase my sister away, you know. A lot of people, they start seeing you wearing things like this and they be like, ooh, oh shame, look at what poverty did to him. You know, and which is one of the impediments, by the way. When you are on your conscious journey, one of the people that, hey, Simi, come on. Hey man, one of the people that gonna hold you back is the people that know you, because you start speaking about things and they'll be like, but we don't know you like this now, eh? This is a change that comes about. Now, here's a thing that I wanted to talk about quickly, just to demystify a lot of things. You have this thing that they call morale. What is morale? Morale is an unwritten acceptable code of acting. Like all of us have different type of morals. I mean, like for people that have been brought down or under the Bible belt. Oh, but hey, Shapura. What you can do is sign up for class. If you don't sign up for class, sign up for somebody else. It's 50 Rand a class. I know that I made it cheap. It's much more expensive than that, but I'll explain to you later. So get a class for somebody. I'm in a business now making money. Yeah. It's just a joke. If you took it too personal, that's how the ego works. It wants to hate. So morale is an unwritten code, right? Religious people, they know that they should not have sex before marriage. These days, it's not a lot of pastors that are talking about it because it's more like an acceptable formula. But here's where the flop is. A lot of people, even if they know that unwritten rule, a lot of people are still eating the forbidden fruit. You know? Let me switch the data's on. You know, a lot of people are still eating the forbidden fruit. I mean, like, you know that you're a Christian, you probably did have sex before marriage, and you know, and you were taught, or you thought that you being saved every Sunday will absolve those sins. You were forgiven on Sunday, and you did it again on Wednesday. You know, and now every day, you know, how do you? Yeah, Baxito, are you here? This is what I do, right? Let me know if you want us to spend like an hour and a half, you know, because that's how normally my sessions, get structured. We can do it tonight if you have time, because I know people love after hours stuff, whereby, because everybody will be waiting. Somebody knows a matriculant somewhere. So that's why I said get your wine, get your tea, get your weed, get your mushrooms, get your Bible, cook your food. Everybody's going to be waiting for the results. So ain't no shit sleeping tonight. You know, that's why I decided we're going to be going longer here on TikTok. I'm going to come having whatever that I'm having. That's why I'm speaking about morale. So what happens is there's a reason why instinctually, biologically, genetically, there's a reason why you love sex. You best believe it. Especially the one that you steal. You'll be like, yeah. Yeah. So there is an explanation behind those desires. In science, they call it libido. Now, libido, it's a concept that was looked at extensively by the guy by the name of Carl Gustav Jung. No, Sigmund Freud. Hold on, let's read something from what he says. You all, yes, every time when it happens like that, you like that. Pandapreneur. This is where I'm going to be reading from this, how it all started, right? I wanna read something for you guys about the ego. The ego. Because a lot of people want to know about the shadow work. I'll read you something. Religion, who are they? Discovery and change. Hey man. 126. Page 126. If I can find him. You all, yes. Yeah, I'll be back to religions quickly. I just want to check something here if I can find it. But I don't want to waste time because I'm also doing this for YouTube people. If you are on YouTube, go check out my channel. Please do. We're on a quest now of raising up these numbers, And that's why I'm pestering you so much with commercials. When I start speaking about money, you should know it's a commercial. When I speak about the class, it's a commercial. But you know how woke people are. You can do whatever. Share books that are worth 1,000 rands. Come up with information that has never been heard before. And you ask them to give you a ride in their car. And they're like, no. And it always kills me. They'll be like, why is it Christians are the most blasphemous people ever? They say we should not gossip, but they gossip the best. Fucking hypocrites. I swear I thought that I'll never get here, So, what's wrong? Miss Blanco, I know I'm just teasing you guys, man. I just wanted to get your attention. You just got on. Oh, yeah. We're speaking about religions tonight. We all of us are having Mlendelo in some form, whereby we're waiting for the matric results, And the Minister of Education is busy lying to us there now. So I find myself now competing between dystopia and so if you hear, it means that you must be really mentally sick. So I was speaking about morale, right? So morale is an unwritten code whereby we get told how to behave, like the things like sex before marriage, things like you're not supposed to speak about God or Jesus. Every time when you speak about Jesus, you're supposed to Jesus. But every time when you say that Jesus wears a dress, people look at you as if like you're blasphemous. They look at you and they say, oh, you're going to hell, my child. But you don't understand that's exactly how Jesus wanted us to be. For you to inherit the kingdom of God, you have to become like a child again. What the heck does the child do? The child doesn't know the difference between what is right and wrong. The morale to a child does not exist. But you don't understand that you behaving in a certain way, thinking that if you behave a certain way, you'll be accepted, you are feeding your ego. You know that you want to have that sex. And now, here's what morale says. You should not be having sex. Here's a sad part. The mouth from whence the instruction comes from, they are the ones that are found doing the most undesirable things. We know what pastors do, man. Come on. Haven't you heard? They've been sleeping with little boys. You know? No, man, that's not right. Whoo, that's so sick. No, yeah. Now, Babi Honey B, Dumela. So, let's not miss the goalpost, please, about this platform. This platform is about healing. We speak about becoming whole. We speak about unconditional love. Tonight, we're speaking about religions. We're reading up a lineage now, eh? Timeline. Where are we? Oh, 380 CE. Christianity becomes the official religion of Roman Empire. Converts, including Augustine of Hippo. 1054. One of the things that I've seen about the ages or the epochs or the eons, when you start reading old books, when you read these BCEs and CEs, they like counting from downward up to downwards. But once you start counting downwards to upwards, this is where we are right now. So there was a time that existed in an opposite reality before our time came about. Want to know more about that? Sign up for the class. Poof! What's a class? Send me a WhatsApp, then we'll talk. I also do one-on-one sessions. But you don't have to hold me responsible because I don't have any healing for you. I'm the worst guy that you want to associate with. You know? A lot of people that have been listening to my TikTok channel, all of them, they come back and complain to me and say, you know what, bro, I wish I didn't listen to your ass. I wish you didn't too. I mean, like, but I try to make it easy for you to say that please don't believe me, man. Believe yourself. Read the books. Do the work. Shadow work. You want to hate me now? Challenge yourself to forgive me now. You're not in good position with somebody? Before you start making it a fixed job, start fixing yourself first. Now, that is not nice because you now start accepting that you brought up all the fuck up around you. That's not a simple feat to achieve. It's not nice looking at myself now on TikTok, you know, and I'm saying, I'm the one who got myself broke. Is it on? One of the things that you can do when you are on a journey, watch a lot of movies, man. Watch a lot of movies. Is it on? Yeah. Yeah, let me finish up with the morale because I'm driving somewhere with this. We're still on religion. We're starting with Christianity. I just made a U-turn. I was speaking about something else and something just said to me, speak about religion, brother. Take them to church. So this is what I was talking about morale. So morale is an unwritten code. All of us somehow have accepted that the world is painful. The world is unfair. But nobody speaks about it from the bigger context. This is what Carl Gustav Jung calls an archetype. There is this thing that is called an archetype. What's an archetype? The way how the energy plays itself out. So morale, what it did, this is where it held us back. What was good for the people that were staying in a tropical areas where there's a prevalence of the sun, they had the fruits, they didn't find it really necessary to eat the meat because they had the bananas. You know, almost when you drive to Durban, KZN, if you haven't, if you travel to places like Bokwakwa where we're having our retreat, you find places that are very different. To check out the first retreat that I did, or we did, just now the ego creeps in to like, the retreat that we did, go check out the video. It's titled Our Journey to Healing. There, where we're going, there's a cave when we do the hiking. This time we're going to do a longer hiking. We're going to be trying to go to Lesotho. We're having it in March during school holidays. I'm not just sure the dates, you know. We're fixing that because Christianity has us by the balls. The 29th is a Good Friday. Can you believe it? I wish I could have just chose the date first, you know, before Jesus said it's Easter period. You know? Yeah, but if you didn't get that joke, it's fine. Let's move on. It's irrelevant. There's a cave that kile ha sone linale sidiba se hlaya ka from the other side, and it spews and it gives it feeds. Hey bruh, go check out that video, man. And you meet places like this and you think, oh, what how did it happen? That's how nature is. So some people have prevalence of the sun, some people don't have the prevalence of the sun. Let me give you an example. The Eskimos, they can't have fruits and veggies. Their weather, it's not permitting them to do so. So for an Eskimo, if you don't kill for food, they look at you as stupid. They'll be like, look at that one. What are they going to eat? But now if you're living in a tropical, you can be able to grow some fruits and veggies. So you don't find it necessary to kill animals for food. So right there's a difference in morale. They eat meat, they don't eat meat. So now if something was to happen to you, to go to Eskimos or Eskimos to come to us, that's going to be a bit of a fuck up. Here's how the fuck up is going to be. An Eskimo is going to want to kill your animals. Does that mean the Eskimo is wrong? No. This is what Westerners don't want to understand. I say Westerners because seemingly all of us, you know, even if we black these days, we black outside but inside. Trevor Noah calls us the banana type. You know, he says, you see these banana types. That's why I'm a bit afraid of the people that are getting into the conscious community without discerning. Because a lot of people are going to tell you a lot of things, you know, and the best person to listen to is your heart. But to listen to your heart has to be healed. For your heart to be healed, you're going to have to do the shadow work. I wish there was a shorter route. Want to know what the shadow work is? Hit me up. And let's do this with the sessions. There tends to be a bit of a mix-up. Somebody will send the money without even telling me the session, this, and now you call me, I'm shit. Hey, look who's in the building. Hey, McNeil, because of you, just in jail, I can put in an extra hour here. Exit. You find us tonight talking about religions. People said we should speak about Christianity, but I'm speaking about the issue of morale. So the fact that you are an Eskimo and you're living in a tropical, when you eat meat, it's not really a sin. It's just that there's a morale code that is written. They call that archetypes. So Africans, weed, matekwane, used to be our thing. Us Africans, clothes never used to be our thing. Us Africans, law of attraction used to be our shit. Africans were so bad that when they needed to speak to somebody in far distances, there were no phone calls, remember? There were no cell phones back then. There was no TikTok, there was nobody. I can just imagine my great-grandfather sitting on TikTok live and be like, yeah. There was no TikTok then. Their TikTok then, or their cell phone then, was their minds. Telepathy, they call it. You could send a message miles and miles or kilometers away. Because we were connected with what is called the ether, cosmic Wi-Fi. Which, by the way, of late, the bars have gotten more. The connection is too great that a lot of us cannot be able to handle it. Some people call it consciousness, but half of it is nothing but hallucination. Because you cannot be conscious and hate somebody. It's a little bit impossible. And that somebody is you. Forget other people. I know other people, they can ruffle you somehow. That's how people are. People are here to learn, to teach you some lessons. Stop whining and complaining. Vovo, thank you. McNeil, thank you. So here's the thing about the morale. If it works for you, the people that came before, or the religions that existed before Christianity, as I'm reading in a book, they understood that concept. That if you pray to Shango, who is also known as Thor, the god of thunder, which happens to be the god that rules Thursday, which is today, represented by color yellow. Let that one sink in, That's for free, by the way. So if you still think that you're not going to be signing up for the class, hey man, you're going to be missing out. So this is you got that, right? You got that. Cool. McDale, by the way, I put you in the WhatsApp group. I'm going to be hosting up classes in there. If you want to be signing up, everybody else, please do so. How do you get there? It's 50 Rand a pop. Can a class have been so cheap? It's 50 Rand a pop. Why I'm doing a different group? There's a lot of people now that want to use this energy, we got witches here. We got priests here. We got Christian mystics here, We got African spiritualists here, There's a lot of people. So a lot of people like me when I always speak about healing, sensationalism, like now YouTube stuff. I'm doing this for YouTube as well. But in the class, I want us to get into deeper stuff. I'll give you one of them. The reason why I'm saying I want to do it in a different platform. Listen to this one before I get to the morale. The entity that created you as a body, you are greater than it. Do you want to talk about that here? Of course not. I see what you did there. The classes. Oh, okay. You see, this is how I structured it, and I know it's gonna sound very biased. There's a lot of people that have been assisting me on this platform. Please, if you know that you're one of those people, because I don't have your guys' personal number, send me a WhatsApp and send me a WhatsApp. Hey, Lerato, send me a WhatsApp so that I can remember, because some of the people, they just send me money and they don't even let me know. So if you know that you're one of those people, or if you want to register for a class, it's 50 Rand a class. So there's a lot of people that have been coming from different walks of life, assisting me with the airtime, with the datas. Some people have been giving me free sessions. I mean, like you, Lerato, please send me a message so that I can put you on. You gave me a session at one stage. By the way, Lerato talks about personal development, and she's very passionate about it. So if you're in a WhatsApp group, talk to her. She'll get your shit together. She got my shit together. You know how she got my shit together? She spoke about money has to do with your father. Your father has to do with your masculine energy. And I thought to myself, oh my word. I've been sleeping on that. So let's help one another like that. And we all know, stop pretending as if like when people give you money, you're going to do something worthwhile. We all know that you're going to use it. And this goes for me as well. So, Magnell, answering your question in a very long way. You can pop up or you can just continue because, hey, you've done a great deal, man. By the way, I know you're going to hate this, but it's fine. I have to put it on record. I'm starting now to appreciate people personally. And if I don't mention you, send me a message so that I can give a shout out, you know. Be like, oh yeah. Magnell is one of the guys that have been popping up this baby here. The reason why I'm bothering you with airtimes and airtimes every day is because when this baby is off, I'm off. So I come with you with a borrowed airtime, you know, and come and bother you. But while I do it, I also drop some few knowledge. Like tonight, we're speaking about religion while we're waiting for matriculants to get their results. So if you find it in your heart that you want to pop up and I put you in a WhatsApp group, who am I to stop you? You know? So back to the business. So now here's the thing about the morale. If you want to advance on this journey of spirituality or awakening up your third eye, you're going to have to fuck the morale. You can't be doing what a lot of people are doing. You think it's right because it's done by a lot of people. Sometimes it's not. Example. Hate. Either you hate me because my teeth look like this, or you hate me because I'm asking for money, or you just hate me in jail because some days you don't even know. That's how hate plays. It's a motherfucker that. Right? By the way, hate is part of the ego. So now this is how it plays out. A lot of people are hating lately. Do you want to do it because a lot of people are doing it? That's where we tend to fall into the pit holes of too much information with no guidance. And what guides you? Your heart. Not me. Let's go ahead. Let's read then. During the Great Schism, Christianity is divided into Western Roman Catholic and Eastern Orthodox branches. I'm reading from this book, Religions. 1054. They call it the Great Schism. What? It's the Great Schism. The Great Schism, it's the Renaissance period. What's a Renaissance period? This is where now people say, hold on, you three-piece suit brothers. You have big churches. But people are starving. Something just don't add up here. You know? So then now comes a period that they call the Renaissance period. This is a book by Neil Grant. He speaks about that at length. This is where Galileo was killed or was censored. Who's Galileo? Galileo is that chap that said, hey man, Pope, this world is not as important as you make it to be. It's not the sun that rotates around the earth, it's the earth that rotates around the sun. So the shit is not the earth, but the shit is the sun. So Pope said, hey, kill him. Yeah. And everybody came with all the things. They're like, yeah, no, you, Galileo. But now Galileo was also inspired by Copenhagen, because Copenhagen came with this idea 60 years prior. So the church will kill you for not agreeing with it. You do it at your own peril. It's just a cup. McNeil, you don't want to rip the bandage quickly like that, just rip it slowly. Don't rip it like that, it's not nice. And I'll lose friends here. A lot of my friends are Christians. Don't do that. That's naughty. So 1095 to 1291, right? A series of religious wars, the Crusades, is launched by the Catholic Church to recapture Jerusalem from Muslim occupation. Now, I want to speak about these two factors. I don't want to skimp on them as if like now it doesn't matter. They say here in 1054, they say Christianity splits into two, the Western and the Eastern. Now the shit starts. Gnostics, if it doesn't benefit the body soul, then it's a scam. Hey man, it's a scam all the way. Go check something that has something to do with the Dead Sea Scrolls. This is when now the Western part of Christianity broke away from the Eastern part, the unorthodox. The Eastern part of Christianity that was left behind, they were sometimes referred to Essenes, Gnostics, Templars, the Jesuits. So those two factions came about. But then it went further, where now there were crusades that were set up. Back in the days, there used to be this hype about tents were coming up everywhere. Like, hey bruh, like pastors were mushrooming like us now here on TikTok speaking about chakras. Because everybody has something to say about the chakra, bro. You're like, yeah, man. Did you even know that your chakra is divided into three parts? The front chakra, the back chakra, and the mid part of the chakra. The chakra is nothing but the wheel, the vortex that sucks in the energy and displays the energy. It's like... Did you know that the front chakra controls the feminine side of the chakra? The back side controls the masculine side of the chakra. According to Chinese medicine, they call this the concept vessel. This they call it the generating vessel. The mother is supreme like that. Back to business. Those things were called crusades. I don't know if, I'm really going to be making many friends after speaking about religion. But, yeah. Hey, man, it is what it is, man. And, hey, it is what it is, bruh. And, yeah. Let me tell you a very horrifying story. Martin Luther King Sr. He was a monk, French monk. So he understood a little bit about the eastern part of religion that was being shut down now, Like now, when you speak about spirituality, a lot of people tend to rule you out. They'll be like, oh no, man, stop with that, man, And now it's like, hey, bruh, you don't want to speak about spirituality. Do you even fucking know that your life depends on it? Do you know that the only way out of this bullshit that we call third dimension density, it's through you knowing yourself? Gnosis. And this is not a popularity contest, you know. I mean, like, we're not going to be coming in large numbers. Like, yeah, all of us want to be conscious. No, some people are happy the way how they are. So. Yeah, some people are happy praying to God outside of themselves. But now you can see why Christianity had to split. The Eastern people were saying God is within. Western people were saying God is outside. Those things that were planted around the country that were called crusades. Remember those times? Just had to name drop there, you know. Am I still on? User 925, 14 of us in here. I know Valencia is here. I know Fifi's here. I know Refila is here. Even if you guys are quiet. I know your fingers are probably tired from double tapping. You're probably saying in your heart, fuck it, 10,000 likes is enough for him. But I like more. Hey, we just joined Nape or Kinapi or Nelesiwe. Vito, how are you, Vito? So if you're here for the first time and you're a little bit shocked, it's okay, you know. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. But now, the truth has to be decided by you. In as much as we're talking about these things, and you know exactly that you deep engrossed into religion, this is not the time for you to feel like crap. This is actually the bestest of time. If you are deeply engrossed in religion, you can do all of these things that everybody's talking about through your religion. You know why? Because religions are nothing but stepping stones. Christianity speaks about Christ. Second sheep, but listening. Busy. Yeah, it's fine. That's what I'm saying. You know, I know you here. And yeah. Keep that grinding going, sis. We gotta get that. So yeah, Zwesh, thank you very much for the likes. So now, then what happened is, what was I talking about? So what you do is, if you are a Christian and you believe in praying, don't let these people that are speaking about meditation sway you off your religion. There is part of Christianity that speaks about meditation. Study that. But you might want to start soft. Listen to the likes of sensational people like Neville Goddard. Get yourself some Neville Goddard material, a lot of material. Read a lot of Neville Goddard. If you are a staunch Christian and you feel that Christianity, hey, Puma, it just doesn't want to Puma, you know. Because here's the thing about Christianity, when it clings on you and it just doesn't want to let you go. So quit running away, work with Christianity. Get books like this, you know. Not only like this alone, but get a couple of materials, you know, for you to be fortified, because a lot of truth that you're going to unravel is going to be very unsettling. You might even go mad. Or you might even die. You know? This is another book, the Reader's Digest. I told you, anything that has Reader's Digest on it, get yourself on it. The Mysteries of the Bible. They're a little bit pricey, but yeah, man. Or starting your own channel as well, gathering money so that you can buy books, because that's how I buy books. Remember, I always tell you guys, this is my side hustle and my main hustle. Another book that you can get yourself is The Bible Through the Ages. This is also from Reader's Digest. So, when you are a Christian, don't be fearful. Get yourself a lot of Neville Goddard. I'm speaking about Christianity tonight, so I'm not only singling it out because I feel like that. I know a lot of people are Christians. I mean, like my wife, staunch Christian. What the fuck am I gonna do? I mean, she still believes that there's a guy that is coming, you know, like. And I'm like, hey, love, listen here. That is a bit topsy-turvy. This is what she says to me. True story. This is what she says to me. She says, hey, love, you know, I've been doing Christianity for so long, and I'm a PK after all. I cannot believe anything else. At least she's being honest. Hey, Tandakile, hey, you guys just gave me a lot of money. Thank you very much. Blessings, Dumbo. So the issue of morale is like this. You as an African, because you used to speak and talk to trees. Oh, by the way, that's what we used to do, right? You as an African, you'll sit there and be like, hey, tree, what do you have for me? And here's a true story. The tree will talk back at you. Later on, it developed to become a Greek mythology where they speak, where they call the trees, what do they call those small guys? Like your smurfs, your trolls. What do they call those small creatures? What do they call them? Not minions. Fairies. They started calling them fairies. So religion is a... Hey, McNeil. And now, here's the thing about belief. A belief causes spiritual constipation. If you stuck on belief, you cannot be able to ascend. Example, if you think that your liberation is going to come because of a crystal, and you leave your house, sometimes you leave your crystal, and you're like, ish, I left my crystal, oh my word, my day's going to go bad. Now, this is what happens. You just left your Christianity, now crystal is your pastor. I hope you guys just saw what I did there. It also got me by surprise. So I love a lot of crystals. I mean, like, yo, I don't go anywhere without my crystals. But in case I happen to forget them, or they get to break, I don't kill myself because of it. You know? I mean, like now, I don't know, some of them are just going missing. So in here, it's all stones, all about the 7 chakras. You know, you got all of them here. Like the sound. Why you keep on falling like this? Okay, maybe here I should not be talking about them. Okay, back to the business. So now you then leaving the church, you know, meditation is now holding you hostage. Like the one who always put pages. Hey man, it's a big of a problem. Let's go so that we can finish. 1274, Thomas Aquinas publishes Summa Theologica, which becomes the basis for official Catholic dogma. As if like that was not enough, these clergies now, popes, they come and write books, laws. They call them, what do they call this one? Summa Theologica. Summa Theologica has something to do with the uprising of the Renaissance period. There was a stage where the Roman Catholics, through their missionaries, you know that word, right? Missionary. A lot of our association with missionary, it's not nice, you know, but fuck it. So this is what missionaries will come. They will come through the crusades, and they will sell things that were called indulgences slips. Let me write this shit down so that you guys can go research it for yourself. You're gonna laugh tonight. You're gonna be like, Have we been so duped? Before you get the book, that is. Let me write it. And you know, every time when I give you guys something, there comes a commercial, and you already know it's all about that. Indulgence slips. Indulgence sleeps. Exactly that name, or receipts, something like that. Because they will honor me. Pancop, Gladwin Goat. So yeah, sign up for a class on Monday. We're starting on Monday. It's 50 bucks a pop. A pop is like an hour. We're gonna be talking about some stuff here where some people are scared to talk about, because a lot of people have been given this idea that when you die, there's somebody that is waiting for you with a fork. They'll be like, so you've been sleeping around. This is hell. We have that idea. Now, we don't understand that the concept of hell and heaven is something that was invented by the church itself. The indulgence sleeps. They were apparently sold to the congregation or congregants as a form of buying you a place in heaven. I don't think a lot of people are ready to, like and this is from this book. You can find it at CNA. These are very hard to download. I don't have a soft copy. So the indulgent sleeps will be sold to the congregation that believed that they want to go to heaven. But now, this is how it was sold. The heaven was divided in parts. Let me show you something. Okay. The early Netherlandish and German paintings. This is how the back of the book looks like. Let's see the levels of heaven according to the Western Christian myth. By the way, we speak about this at length. Classing, we're starting on Monday. So if you guys are keen, 50 rand. With 50 rand, you buy 20 cigarettes and beer. I think so. Yeah, because beer, no, it's like, it's no longer 18 bucks. It's like 25 bucks. So you can forsake that combination and get yourself a class. From me to you, of course. Amen. We are the levels of heaven. Come on now. Come on now. Oh yeah. You guys gonna like this one. So, levels of heaven. Go also get the movie The Soul. The name of the movie is Soul. Just like that, Soul. It was released by Pixar, I think 2 years ago. In there they show you the purgatory. There are like 2 heavens in that movie. When you die, you go to the purgatory. Purgatory, it's like... Okay, let me show you what purgatory looks like. This also serves as me sharing the books. Don't be saying that I've been talking about things out of my own mouth, right? Now you want to call me conspiracy theories. I don't do that. I want to show you guys an image of the purgatory, the first heaven. How do I know? I don't. I mean, I think I've been getting this information from these books. So I thought I should share them with you guys for you guys to decide. And fuck everybody that says that you have to change your religion to know the truth. You can still know truth through Krishna or through whoever that you're vibing with. And whoever that says that they know the truth, like let me say I come here to you and I say, hey bruh, this that I'm telling is the ultimate truth. It's either you do this or shit is gonna happen to you. You should actually start looking at me laughing. You should be like, oh no man. We know it's not like that. Nobody knows the truth. Ah, come on. Where's that? I'll find it. I have to find it. So, Zwesh, so the thing about the morale, before I can finish up with this thing of purgatory, the thing about the morale is what is good for you does not necessarily that it might be good for other people. What is good for your physical body does not necessarily mean that it's good for your spiritual body. Your spirit might want you to fast, but your body might want you to eat. Your intuition might want you to start that business, but your body will say, don't. I think I'm getting close. Yeah, cheers. Man, why did I not get this thing? Yeah, I got it. I'm reading now from this book. It's Ancient Egypt. This is a picture of the purgatory, according to the Egyptian mythology. This is a picture whereby your heart is being weighed against the feather. That meaning not a physical heart. Stop making everything physical. The purgatory, this is the first heaven. Now, this is what the Roman Catholic did. They started selling things that they called the indulgent sleeps, saying that they can buy you a space in heaven. But Martin Luther King Sr. came and said, wait a minute. How do you sell something that is free? And they were like, you and I start now becoming like the eastern part of us. So we're going to start excommunicating you. It is said that Dr. Martin Luther King, or the monk senior, wrote around about like 900 and something pointers of what the Romans were doing. And he took it and put it in the church's notice board. Remember why the church's notice board was very important. Back in the days, the church was known to be the bearer of the truth. So they saw that and they said to him, Martin Luther King Sr., excommunicado. The nigger didn't take it lying down. He went and started the Protestant movement. Are you a Lutheran? You have Martin Luther King to thank for that. Senior. Not so much the junior. I don't know about him. Hey man. So I'm just gonna take a couple of seconds break. I'm coming back. Network this side. Is it bad? Try switching off the phone and back. I'll be coming back, McNeil. I think I'm gonna finish at 8. I'm still here. Airtime era. Isn't that far? Oops. Hey, my love. Just hold on, guys. You know, the perks of doing something from home. So your network, McNeil, is it better? I wouldn't want you guys to be missing anything. Um, Hold on a little. Yeah, I'll go check. Oh, load shedding at 8. Okay, now we'll push it until then. You've always been on. Oh, is it? Okay, McNeil, is probably you. It just fell. I was fixing it. Fixing a bit of a setup. Still going to go a little bit to the break. This is Kevin there, also known as Heaven. Yeah, looks right. Coming. So, to the issue of morale, this is how it works, or belief. You have to be very careful about it because it can hold you back. And this goes for, you might get sometimes in your spirit, and I need to warn you guys about this. The fact that some people claim to see spirit or speak to God or get cosmic downloads or intuition or hunches, don't mistake that for a foolish statement. There are people that are very much connected, and the twilight zone for them, it's their play zone. How do you get connected? Obviously, you firstly have to start giving away from the constraint of 5 senses. That alone is gonna make you into a crazy person. You know, you always, So that alone, you giving up the 5 senses, it's gonna start making you a crazy person.